morning, you beautiful code monkeys! Welcome to CODERISE's Tech Roast Roundup, the only news show where we celebrate unicorns by asking the question nobody else will. But does your AI actually work? Or is it just GPT-3 with a fresh coat of paint? I'm Bob, your host with terminal ADHD and a crippling addiction to energy drinks. And this is 15 minutes of pure, unfiltered tech chaos. Joining me today, Rose, our resident pessimist, who thinks every startup is approximately 3 bug reports away from bankruptcy.
2 bug reports.
Fantastic. And beaming in via what I'm told is a secure satellite connection, our security oracle, Max. Max, you there, buddy?
Define secure, Bob.
Oh, I love it when you're paranoid. All right, people, strap in because we're covering 15 stories about billion-dollar valuations, government overreach, and why your entire tech stack is probably a security nightmare. Let's go. Story 1. Serval AI just became a unicorn at $1 billion doing AI-powered IT support. 3 months between funding rounds. 3 months! Story 2. Harness raised fresh cash at a $5.5 billion valuation for AI DevOps automation. If your deployment pipeline still needs a human to hold its hand, you're hemorrhaging money. Story 3. Saviynt just pulled in $700 million for AI-powered identity security. The most boring category in enterprise tech just became very exciting. Story 4. Trump signed an executive order that basically says AI innovation good, state regulations bad. Federalization activated. Story 5. That same order tells federal agencies to challenge state-level AI behavior mandates. Translation, US goes light touch while Europe builds regulatory fortresses.
Bob, you're going to pass out.
Story 6. India's IT Amendment Rules 2025 just dropped. Content takedowns now go through senior officials. More bureaucracy equals more audit logs. Story 7. India's digital personal data protection rules are live. Your casual dump everything into training data pipeline? Illegal. Super illegal.
Bob, seriously, breathe.
Story 8. VCs are pouring money into AI infrastructure and security, not your dumb consumer apps. Nobody wants your photo filters, Susan. Story 9. India's health tech and SaaS still pulling steady funding. Healthcare plus AI equals investor catnip. Story 10. The entire VC thesis right now? Boring infrastructure, enterprise workflows, and compliance tools. The sexy stuff is dead. And that is your week compressed into 2 minutes because I actually respect your time, unlike every other tech podcast. Let's get into it. Okay, segment 1, the hype zone. Let's talk about Serval hitting unicorn status at $1 billion doing AI-powered IT support and automation. So basically, they're sticking LLMs on IT tickets and outage management, and investors loved it so much they came back 3 months later with more money. Rose, I need your brutal honesty. Is this legitimate, or is this Silicon Valley snorting hopium again?
Bob, let me paint you a picture. Every single company on planet Earth has IT tickets. Every single one. And you know what 60% of those tickets are?
Enlighten me.
Password reset. Printer won't print. VPN stopped working. User claims computer is possessed by demons. If an AI can handle even 40% of that digital garbage, IT teams stop contemplating arson as a career change.
So you're saying this is actually valuable?
I'm saying Sequoia wrote a check for a reason.
Can I jump in here?
Max, yes. Please tell us why we should be terrified.
So here's the thing. Serval's tech is probably solid. The problem is what happens when you give an AI agent admin-level access to your entire IT infrastructure.
Oh God, here we go.
You're literally creating an automated attack surface. One prompt injection, one hallucinated command, and suddenly your AI help desk is granting senior VP, definitely not a hacker, access to production databases.
Wait. You're saying the thing designed to solve IT problems could become the IT problem?
I'm saying every CISO on Earth is having anxiety dreams about this exact scenario. You're trading human error for AI error, except AI error happens at machine speed.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why Max doesn't get invited to parties.
I don't go to parties, Rose. Parties have terrible network security.
Okay, so the hype is AI can handle boring tickets and save millions. The terror is AI might accidentally delete your entire company. Moving on. Let's talk Harness. $5.5 billion valuation for AI-powered DevOps automation. For the non-technical people watching, yes, both of you, this is basically AI that deploys your code and rolls it back when everything catches fire.
Which statistically is always.
Rose, as someone who shipped actual SaaS products, what's your take on this valuation?
Okay, this one I actually get. You know how much developer time is wasted babysitting CI/CD pipelines? How many Fridays are ruined because someone deployed to production at 4:57 p.m. and now the entire team is debugging until midnight?
Yes, I do.
Harness automates that nightmare. But here's the real insight. They're not targeting startups. They're targeting enterprises with massive teams where every hour of developer time costs like $200. That's where the margins live.
So this is enterprise arbitrage?
We're so expensive that automation is still cheaper than humans arbitrage, which honestly, valid business model.
Can we talk about the security implications?
No.
Because if your deployment pipeline is compromised, attackers can push malicious code directly to production with automated approval. It's supply chain attacks on steroids.
Max, buddy, we get it. Everything is hackable. The sky is falling. Cybersecurity is a myth. Can we have one nice thing?
No, you cannot.
The beautiful thing about Max is he's not wrong. He's just aggressively unpleasant about being right.
Thank you.
All right. Harness, good for enterprises, bad for Max's blood pressure. Next story. Saviynt just raised $700 million for AI-driven identity security. Rose, I'm going to be honest. Identity and access management sounds like the most boring enterprise category ever invented.
It is the most boring category. That's why it's making money.
Explain.
Okay, so here's the pitch. Every enterprise has thousands of employees, contractors, and API keys accessing hundreds of systems. Nobody actually knows who has access to what. Most companies have ex-employees with active credentials because revoking access is manual hell.
That seems bad?
It's catastrophically bad. That's why compliance auditors have nightmares about it. And when you slap AI on identity security, you're basically saying, we'll auto-detect when your intern shouldn't have admin access to the customer database.
Rose is absolutely correct. Identity-based attacks are the number one initial access vector. Over 80% of breaches involve compromised credentials.
Max is using statistics. This is serious.
Savynt's value proposition is what if an AI agent could constantly audit permissions, detect drift from policy, and auto-remediate before humans notice. That's not hype. That's actually solving a $1 trillion problem.
And the best part? Enterprises will pay stupid money for this because the alternative is failing SOC 2 audits and dealing with regulators.
So boring enterprise infrastructure is where the real money is?
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks. Forget consumer apps. Build boring compliance tools. Get rich. All right, policy time. Let's split screen this. Trump just signed an executive order protecting AI innovation, and India just tightened content takedown rules and data protection. These are very different approaches.
You think?
Rose, US first. What's the play here?
Okay, so Trump's executive order basically says we're not doing Europe's regulatory approach. It centralizes AI policy at the federal level, so you don't have 50 different state laws. For builders, this is huge because you're not maintaining 50 compliance checklists.
So, good for startups?
Good for scaling. You can ship to US customers without hiring an army of lawyers first. The trade-off is less consumer protection, but America loves innovation over safety.
What could possibly go wrong?
Max, India time. What's happening?
Okay, so India just implemented 2 massive changes. First, IT Amendment Rules 2025 mean all content takedown orders must go through senior officials. Translation, more oversight, but also more bureaucracy.
Which means, if you're running a platform in India, you need proper audit trails. Not oops, we deleted the logs trails, proper ones.
Second change, digital personal data protection rules. This is India's GDPR moment. You can't casually collect data anymore. You need explicit consent, proper storage, and you definitely can't dump user data into AI training pipelines without permission.
So India is going the Europe route?
Kinda. But here's the interesting part. This actually creates a moat for compliant startups. If you build privacy-first architecture now, enterprise customers will prefer you over competitors who duct-taped compliance later.
Max is right. This sucks short-term, but it's good long-term. Clean data flows, proper consent management, audit trails, these become competitive advantages.
So the US says, move fast, India says, move carefully, and Europe says, please submit Form 47B in triplicate.
Accurate.
The real insight is if you're building for global markets, architect for the strictest regulations first. Then scaling down is easy. Scaling up is impossible.
That's actually useful advice. Max, are you feeling okay?
I'm fine, Bob.
Speed round. VCs are pouring money into 3 categories:
AI infrastructure, security, and energy. Rose, what does this tell us?
It tells us the consumer app gold rush is over. Investors realized nobody makes money on photo filters or social apps unless you're already massive. The real leverage is picks and shovels.
Picks and shovels meaning?
The boring stuff that enables the sexy stuff. Cloud infrastructure, security tools, compliance platforms, DevOps automation. Everyone needs these. The TAM is enormous, and enterprises pay recurring revenue.
Max, you agree?
Completely. Look at the funding data. Serval, Harness, Saviynt, all enterprise infrastructure. The money is in B2B tools that save companies millions, not B2C apps that might go viral.
And in India specifically, health tech and SaaS are still hot. If you're building here, align with healthcare, education, or infrastructure. Add AI where it actually saves time or lives. That's the thesis.
So the play for Indian builders is?
Boring middle layer, where regulation, infrastructure, and real workflows intersect. It's not sexy, but it's profitable.
And defensible. Consumer apps get cloned in 6 weeks. Enterprise infrastructure with proper compliance takes years to replicate.
You're hearing it straight from the devs, folks. Build boring things, get enterprise contracts, retire early. Okay, reality check time. Let's put all 15 stories together. What's the actual takeaway?
1. AI automating IT and DevOps is real and funded. 2. Governments are tightening data and content rules. 3. VCs want infrastructure, not apps.
Translation for builders: if you're starting something new, target enterprise workflows that involve compliance, security, or automation. Consumer apps are a lottery ticket. Enterprise infrastructure is a business.
But what about the risks? Max, I know you're dying to tell us why we're all doomed.
Fine. Every AI agent with system access is a potential attack vector. Every automation pipeline is a supply chain risk. Every data collection point is a compliance liability. The faster you move, the more surface area you expose.
Which is why you build security and compliance into the architecture, not bolted on later. It's slower initially, but
it's the only way to scale without exploding. Yes.
So the meta lesson is boring, compliant, infrastructure-focused businesses win in 2025?
Yes.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's 15 stories, 3 themes, and approximately 0 consumer app validation. Rose, final thought?
build boring stuff, get enterprise money, don't die.
Max?
Assume everything is hackable. Architect defensively. Enable audit logs.
And my advice? If you're building in India, nail compliance now. If you're targeting US markets, move fast before regulations catch up. And for the love of all that is holy, stop building photo filter apps. This has been CODERISE's Tech Roast Roundup. I'm Bob, that's Rose, that's definitely not a robot, Max. We'll be back next week to roast more unicorns and question more valuations.
Assuming we don't get sued.
Assuming my connections.
And Max is gone. Perfect ending. See you next week, Code Monkeys. Did we get sued yet?
Give it 10 minutes.